is Corbin Smith for the Seahawk Maven reporting from Lucas Oil Stadium. All offseason long, Seahawk fans have been eagerly waiting to see what Shane Waldron's offense would look like in game action with Russell Wilson calling the shots. They got their first glimpse of that today. Probably couldn't have had a better first impression in a 28-16 victory over the Colts here in Indianapolis. On the offensive side of the football, it feels like this has been something that fans have been pleading for several years. They wanted to see the offense use more pre-snap motion. They wanted to see the offense have more misdirection, more use of under center so that different looks could be confusing to the defense. They got to see all of that today with jet sweeps mixed in, and they were effective. The Seahawks were able to score on 3 of their 4 possessions in the first half. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes, 2 of those going to Tyler Lockett. Had a few newcomers that had a big impact early in the game as well. Gabe Jackson had an outstanding game at right guard and pass protection, including on Wilson's 69-yard throw to Tyler Lockett, a bomb downfield, a perfectly thrown rainbow that happened in large part because the pass protection was picturesque and Gabe Jackson was stonewalling his defender there. And of course, Gerald Everett made a big impact in this game. He caught the other touchdown pass in the first half on a 9-yard slant route, made a couple of other plays, had a big play for 21 yards that was called back 2 plays before the long touchdown to Lockett. So you saw some of these new pieces. D. Eskridge as well getting involved in the jet sweeps, had his first NFL reception before exiting with a concussion. All these new weapons with a dynamic playbook that's allowing the Seahawks to have a bit more multiplicity than we have seen from them with previous coordinators Darrell Bevell and Brian Schottenheimer. Obviously, it's only one game, and it wasn't perfect. The Seahawks had 3 punts and a fumble during the third quarter. So obviously, that's a quarter they'd like to forget from this point on. They're going to be able to learn from that, though, moving forward. A lot to be excited about with the way that the offense played. Wilson didn't even get to 300 passing yards in this game, but was extremely efficient. Finished with 4 touchdowns, his 4th one going to DK Metcalf in the fourth quarter to seal the deal, and Seattle ultimately ended up holding on for a victory that really was a bit wider than what the scoreboard indicates. The Colts were able to tack on a touchdown late in the fourth quarter, but really after Seattle got their first touchdown, which was a miraculous catch by Tyler Lockett, turned his head both directions, had to track the football. Russell Wilson threw it to the right of him where the defender had no chance to get to the football. Incredible job reacting and tracking the football to bring that in. But after that point, when the Seahawks were ahead 7-3, they really didn't look back. The offense was clicking on all cylinders for most of this game. They were able to get Chris Carson going on the ground, so there was more offensive balance. That certainly made Pete Carroll happy. And then on the defensive side of the ball, there were some miscues. There were some missed opportunities. A penalty in Jamal Adams on the first drive eliminated 3 and out, and the Colts went down on a 14-play drive, were able to get 3 points to get an early lead. But they put pressure on Carson Wentz throughout the afternoon. Darrell Taylor had a phenomenal sack, bull rushing the tackle into the backfield and then destroying Carson Wentz. And then there was another opportunity where Brian Monet, the big defensive tackle, was able to impose his will at the line of scrimmage. He got in there and was able to hit Carson Wentz as well. They got a number of hits on Carson Wentz, only got 3 sacks, but overall it was a really strong effort from their defensive line. You got to see what the hype was all about this offseason, and they're going to be hoping to carry that over into next week's game against a Titans squad that's going to be angry after getting beat down by the Cardinals in the season opener. It'll be interesting to see how that game plays out in the season opener at Lumen Field.